Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fashion Experiment. I'm Dr. Bridget, your professor of all things fashion. And today I'm back and I'm excited to bring you my first trend video for 2023. And this video highlights the fall winter trends that begin this fall in August 22 and flows into the beginning of 2023. And it highlights the fall runway shows from New York, London, and Milan, Italy. All right, so let's get started. Our trend overview for 2023. This slide just highlights the designers that were most viewed. And this is a good place to start for anyone who's interested in seeking out garments that will be trending in 2023. You can check out the different fashion designers that were most viewed at each of the shows. So Nicole Miller, Christian Siriano in New York, Paul and Joe, Richard Quinn, Vivienne Westwood in London, Diesel, and GCDS in Milan. So check them out. Next, I'm going to share the trends, the on-trend trends, and then connect particular garment styles to those trends, highlighting the major trends. So one of the major trends that has already evolved from 21, 22, where we are now, and will carry into 23, is the influence of 90s fashion and early 2000s. We are experiencing a resurgence of that. So that's where we're getting the fuller silhouette, baggier styles, and then the mix of form-fitting on top and fuller on the bottom, specifically for women's wear. A lot of sheer garments, sheer blouses, cutouts, mini skirts, all those in plaid prints, the preppy collegiate look, all those different styles that were super relevant in the 90s and early 2000s is coming back. It's coming back into fashion, and it was very heavily represented on the runway for autumn, winter 22, 2023. All right. And then I've highlighted my upper right hand corner highlight is about the practicality that we're also seeing in fashion. And that speaks to where we presently have been in regards to COVID-19. It's like COVID-19, so in the pandemic. So while fashion is still moving and will continue to move, that's how fashion exists and never stand still. We see that consumers are looking for practicality in their styles. And then that takes me to my bottom right-hand corner, red circle, business casual, the new twist on business casual, where in all my previous trend videos, I've discussed how consumers are really into their emotions and looking to fashion to express themselves and to seek, solace, to seek comfort and calm. And that is why the business casual look is becoming the trend, is going to prevail, okay? And I mean, that is in general terms, depending on where you exist in the world and what your career path is, business casual might not speak to you, but for a large majority of consumers, you get to decide what you wear and how you interpret, business casual for your work environment. So lots of trends speak to the new twist on business casual that just is giving customers the practicality that they want and the ease of comfort that everyone is looking for in their lives. All right. So that was my quick overview. So here's the good stuff. New York Fashion Week, key trends. So as I said, I'm going to highlight the key trends from each one-way show and then connect it to garment styles that you will absolutely see trending this fall, winter into 2023. So first up is the 80s. And this is, again, not 100% new, like that whole track suit look paired with heels, paired with again, that business casual look. She has on a zip up cardigan, a zip up track jacket with a loose fitting jogger slash knit slack pants. You know, it's a mesh merging of a business casual and a more activewear look, sportier look. And they're calling it a 80s look. And I think that's because it's fuller. It's not figure hugging. All right. And then this subversive, sexy, the comfy party speaks to the 90s and the early 2000s look. You see the sheer, you see the bodycon dress, but it's textured, and printed. And then pared back bohemian, smartened up. This bone color is one of the popular colors for the season. They're also calling it butter. I'm going to share that in another video when I talk about the 2023 color trends. And then the key items from the New York runway show. Mini skirt, formal jersey dress, also sweater dress I saw in the cargo pant. Everyone will be showing, selling a cargo pant. It's everywhere, every one way. Same with the mini skirt. And then other key items, and this speaks to design details and textiles. But velvet also is another key item fabric that was everywhere on the runway. This ruching also. Ruching and shearing, just a bunching up with the elastic is the shearing, but the same, get a similar effect, was also very popular. Cutouts are carry over. Cutouts are popular now in 22 and it will carry over into 23. And then this micro texture. Texture is a big trend in 23. And again, it speaks to emotions. We want to express how we feel and the feelings that we want to possess. We want to express it in our dress. So we're going to see lots of textural fabrics that are soft and comforting. And that's exactly why velvet is trending so high and why you're going to see lots of textural fabrics. All right, so next up is London Fashion Week, key trends, the 90s look. So again, sheer, a low rise, low cut pant. I'm going to see that in my denim video. The cutout design detail, and then a fuller silhouette in general. You see the bomber jacket on the end and the trench coat. Those are classic garment styles, but you see that they are presented in a fuller silhouette. That's something that you will continue to see over and over again. And then the key standout items, cutout dress, oversized blazer, this tailored top coat, which is really a traditional garment style or overcoat, and then the mini skirt. Constantly going to see the mini skirt. Cutouts, faux fur, micro texture, velvet. Again, the velvet and the micro texture are everywhere in regards to design details. Everything is going to have a textural, something that you can feel, something that speaks to, again, our emotions, something that's soothing, something that can be seen as calming. And also it has a luxurious factor to it as well. And then the Milan Fashion Week. Milan highlighted the business casual look and also introduced this new indie. The new indie, in my opinion, speaks to the joyful, optimistic consumer group who, because bright colors work great for spring, summer, but not always for fall, winter. And you can have that upbeat, spirited personality and communicate that using more muted tones and patterns and prints that aren't like bright, bold, neon colors. And that's what I see this style speaking to. And they, WGSN, the forecasting company, did several trend reports related to this look, the new indie look. And it also speaks to the consumer group that wants to be outdoors and wants to be revived and renewed from their environment. There was lots of reports related to engaging with the environment, with the world, that connected to sustainability and connected to, again, consumers seeking calm, seeking renewal through nature. And that was, something that we will discuss in future videos. And then we see Y2K, trend inspiration, and the subversive sexy, again, both speak to the 90s and the early 2000s. I did a video on the influence of 90s trends and 2000s trends and how it connects to how it's being represented now. And I discussed it taking on a more modern flair today. And that's exactly what I've seen and what we will continue to see. So if you want to partake in the resurgence of the 90s and early 2000s, you want to get you a mini skirt, a crop top, a sheer blouse, a slip dress, and research some of the other designers that I shared in the early part of the video. Key items from Milan's runway show: the biker jacket, waisted blazer. So they give things different names. It's just a baggy blazer for the most part. We see the mini dress and a midi skirt, and then this athletic vest. Vests are trending as well. Vests were trending in 21, but I noticed that lots of people didn't gravitate towards the vest. So that's what I feel. I feel like the vest is going to be out there, but it's based on how consumers respond to it, how long it will last in regards to trending. If enough consumers, enough people aren't buying, engaging with the vest, it's going to fall off quicker. Other garment styles and design details, we see the velvet again in the hyper texture. The hyper texture could be, we've seen this, the teddy bear pile fabric also is textural and also is comforting. So it's, and I'm saying that because of this image and this hyper texture. I mean, that's a huge jacket. It's really over exaggerating the pile fleece that has been trending now, but that is a fabrication that we're going to continue to see in 23. And then the sheer fabric also is going to be everywhere. Sheer blouses, sheer overlays for skirts and dresses is going to literally be everywhere. The sheer, the velvet, the hyper textured fabrications are the top design details and fabrics for 23. So I hope you enjoyed my trend overview for fall winter 2023. I'll be back with another video sharing menswear trends for 2023 and color forecasts for 2023. All right, so I'll see you the next time, everybody. Bye.